Welcome to the Quadrant Knowledge Solutions. Today with me is Ben Cooper, President of Workforce Engagement and Customer Experience at NICE. So welcome to the Quadrant Knowledge Solutions Tech Talks series, Barry.
Thank you so much. Great to be with you guys.
So very wonderful event, Barry. I have a couple of questions for you. First thing, I want to understand the CX5 framework, right? The why of CX5 framework. I think there's a traditional name of like the CCAPs, right? Why do you think you are inventing the new market?
Sure. So I don't think we're inventing a market, we're kind of categorizing a market. So explain what it is. CX and I, two things together. So CX is customer experience, everyone knows that. I stands for interactions. So it's all the ways that organizations interact with consumers and all the things that make that up. So if I want to categorize what that is, it starts with what we call the digital entry point, which could be the Google search, it could be the mobile app, it could be a website, whatever. It goes through orchestration, so how you orchestrate, including enlightened orchestration, how you orchestrate that kind of interaction between the consumer and the organization. It includes smart self-service, which is bots and voice bots, etc. They're actually smart and intelligent. It includes actually speaking with agents, human beings and that human being interaction, but also what we call complete performance, which is how an organization makes sure that end-to-end process of CXI is done in the most optimal way that drives CSAT and efficiency.
That's great. Yeah, thank you so much. And one of the biggest takeaway for me today's presentation is like enlightening orchestration platform, right?
Sure.
What do you think about it? Like how it is going to impact or help customers in creating smart self-service?
Sure, perfect. So enlightened journey orchestration basically is the coming together of two things. So first of all, journey orchestration, as I just mentioned, is how you orchestrate the steps that a consumer takes as they communicate with an organization. Now, Enlighten is our very unique homegrown AI engine that we have for the CX space. Now, it comes from our 30 years of experience in this market and access to data from thousands of organizations. We're talking about 50 billion interactions that went into this, a huge amount of interactions. And what we're able to do with labeled data is build a whole bunch of models, AI models out of the box that can be turned on in day one. And they do things like determine determine agent behaviors, the likelihood that an interaction is a complaint, the likelihood of interaction is fraud, all these kind of things. There's 200 different models across these. So this is kind of the background to it. Now we had in the last 18 months a major breakthrough. A bunch of models we call the XO models, which is experience optimization models. And what these models allow us to do at a very, very high level is take the actions of the best agents and use those actions to train bots and self-service to actually act like the best agents and solve those interactions as an agent would in the best possible way. And two examples of how we do that, if we can go down to a bit more detail. One of the most common issues with bots today is when you type in what you want to do, they don't understand kind of what you want. And that's because we as human beings express ourselves in many, many ways. So a simple thing like saying my internet is down, we express in 1,200 ways, we found. So by taking all the ways that people have expressed themselves to agents, we can take that data and automatically load a bot so the bot understands every single kind of way that we would say it to say this is an internet problem. But then the real power is to take the actions of the agents that result with the best outcomes, so highest sentiment in the shortest time, and take the actions of those agents to train the bots to act in that particular way.
Thank you so much for your perspective. I think I would say that this is the next level of improvements.
Sure.
Last year when I heard about enlightened data platform,
sure,
you're talking about enlightened customer orchestration. I think this is the next level of. At least from vision point of view, I see that this is really going to work wonderful.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see what next going to come from actual customer adoption and your perspective.
Sure.
So on the same, I have one. I want to have your perspective on the trend, right? So we see that a lot of companies are moving from personalization as a strategy to hyper personalization.
Sure.
Where they want to reach customer one-to-one,
Sure.
and not as a group of customers.
Yes.
So what is your perspective on that?
Yes. So I've got my own personal theory about this, and it goes to kind of the degree of personalization and privacy we as individuals are willing to provide to any organization. And my belief is as follows, that so long as we get good value back, we're prepared to provide information to an organization, lots of information to an organization, so long as it can be used to provide value back. The worst thing we want is to provide a lot of information to an organization and get no value back from it. One of the greatest ways to derive value is to have a very personalized experience, which is, for me, the individual, not me for someone that lives in America that's over 50 years old that has this service. Me, Barry Cooper. And I'm willing to do a deal with an organization, an unwritten deal, where I'll provide that organization with a lot of information about myself. Now, we need to keep it secure. That's table stakes, of course. But if they get that information from me, if that organization uses that to provide me with a very personalized experience, that is, using the language that I use, contacting me in the methods that I want, at the times that I want, because it knows when I'm working and I'm busy, when I'm not working, offering me things that are connected to my likes and my beliefs. That is a very personalized individual experience. Now, it's great for me as an individual. I've opted in for that thing, so there may be people that don't want to opt into that level of personalization. That's another level of personalization, if you like. But it's also good for the organization. We've shown that organizations that are able to proactively communicate with conversational AI to individuals in a way that's personalized to them at the time they want, far more effective at getting issues solved and closed, and no need to instill a huge amount of expense or cost or time to do it some other way.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your perspective, Barry, and thanks for our audience. Looking forward to see you next time.
Very good. Thank you so much.